Here we have a Transporter T6.1 and we're going to be doing an audio upgrade to this. So starting off with, we're going to replace the stereo and we're going to do it with this Kenwood DMX9724XDS. Now this is the 10.1 inch Kenwood stereo. It's a floating head unit, HD screen, 4 camera inputs, beautiful, beautiful unit. That's going to be in there and it's going to be really nice. We are going to fit a Alpine subwoofer that's going to be going underneath the seat. That's actually designed for transporters. We're going to replace the front speakers with a Ground Zero. We're going with the Radioactive series. So it's really good value for money. It's quite a high end for the Ground Zeros, and but it just sounds really good. It's already got 6x9s in the back. It's already been custom made, so we don't have to do anything for that. So, but we are going to replace it with Ground Zero as well. And we're going to use inline amplifiers just to drive them, just to add more volume to it from what the stereo is going to achieve. So that's basically what's going to go in there. We are going to do some sound denting as well. Not a huge amount, but just strategic sound denting, should I say, just to help the resonance. If you have a look in the van, let me move this out of the way. And it's completely standard, and that's how it looks at the moment. Right, once the installation is complete, you are not going to see these speakers. We've got dedicated rings, so it goes all in this factory locations. So you're not going to see any of that. All you're going to see is the stereo, and everything else is going to be pretty much hidden. But the sound is going to be so much better than what it is at the moment. Right, it's all done. So let me show you around. We go around the back first. So this is where we put the 6x9s in the rear. We already had, like I said, 6x9s in there before, but they weren't so great. So we got something that's a lot better. We did have to space it out purely because the magnets on those are massive compared to the ones that was already in there. So that's that there. So this subwoofer is underneath this seat. So if you want to come and have a look, that is the 8-inch sub and box from Alpine. And that's the little amp that drives it. But as you can see, as soon as you put the seat down, can't see it. It's all hidden away. So as you can see, the stereo that's in there, it looks absolutely amazing. It's a big screen. It's a 10.1-inch screen, but it doesn't look too out of place in this van. It actually looks quite nice, and just where it's positioned as a driver, it's just there and it's really clear. It's amazing quality, the actual picture. So I'm really pleased how it's come out. And as I mentioned, that's the Kenwood DMX9724XDS, and it's a 10.1-inch screen. We've integrated a factory reverse camera to this, so we already had a reverse camera, so we put it to reverse and straight away you get the reverse image. And the other thing about this, it's got one of these SOS buttons on top of here. So we had to fit a module in there to prevent an error that comes up on the dash. So basically without that module, that'll start flashing red, and every time you start the engine up, you get an error message on the clock, and then you get a permanent triangle there. So that's, by having that module in there, sorts that out. Steering wheel controls all work. Obviously we mounted the correct adapters for that to be in place. This unit, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, completely wireless. We also fitted a module that replaces the USB-C adapter here. So you've got the factory one that normally goes there. When you take the factory stereo out, that will no longer operate and that'll be dead. So we put the adapter in there and wired up the stereo to that. So now that works and that's linked up to the stereo. So there's no USB lead hanging around. Obviously things like that are extra. Doesn't come with the standard package of fitment, but we've changed all the speakers. So the speaker's been changed at the front here. We've got the subwoofer in there. We've got the new 6x9s on the back, and it sounds absolutely amazing. Yeah, that just sounds amazing. What a difference that makes, just having all of that changed. Yeah, so really pleased with the outcome of this. Looks good, sounds amazing actually. So yeah, so that's the audio upgrade that we've done on this VW T6.1.